And now, as I sit here, aspiring to become a leader in my country, I believe that all I've learned is going to impact me greatly and positively. The reason why I applied for politics and public administration is because I have passion for social affairs, especially development. I'm a youth activist back in Sierra Leone who's involved in a lot of developmental issues. And if I want to make progress and development in my country, then I have to be grounded in the field. So when I saw the Irish Africa Fellowship, I decided to apply, and fortunately, I was one of the fellows. When the application came up, my boss shared the opportunity with me, and then I went through the process. I looked at it, and then one thing that I asked myself was, am I qualified? Before thinking about applying. And when I went through the criteria, I knew I was qualified. The reason why I was able to apply was because I was able to get record of all the things that I did which had to do with development and my field of work. Oh, definitely my favorite module is gender and politics, and backed up with development studies. Very recently, collaborative governance. And the reason why gender and politics, because I'm a youth activist who focuses on gender issues, especially women's inclusion in politics back in Sierra Leone. I advocate for the WPS, the Women, Peace and Security, and under the gender and politics, we have a lot of sessions where we do speak on WPS, women's involvement, military violence, and all those things, which actually aids me to be able to go further and implement in my country, Sierra Leone, where I serve as a gender activist. One of the experiences that they shared with me that I applied for is a session that I could have attended at the European Union. Fortunately, I've been there before, but unfortunately, the criteria for us to go is you have to be an Irish. The reason why I bring that up is the fact that they could remember that they are students who could make use of this, even though they knew that it was Irish, and they shared the opportunity to all of us. That shows that whilst we're at the department, they do consider, and our course director was that one person that recommended and shared the opportunity to all of us. The best thing I enjoy about studying in UL is that I get to do a lot of activities. I get involved in a lot of volunteering. Volunteering for me is my cornerstone. I'll tell you, that's like where I fall back every time. When I came here, having been alone for some time, I asked myself, what do I want to do? And fortunately, I came across the UL Volunteers Program, Student Volunteers Program. I found so many opportunities. And fortunately, I got an opportunity to work with Trocare, and I worked with Trocare back home. So imagine from working from the receiver's end where donor funding comes and you implement on the field, to working from the background where you raise the resources so it's been sent back and help your people. So this opportunity has opened the platform for me to be at the back end of where donors are raising funds to implement. So many types and methods of teaching styles. And one that I loved the most was the one that reminded me that I am a journalist and I am a TV host. So a few days ago, we had a presentation and the lecturer gave us the opportunity to serve as the seminar lead. So that teaches us that in UL, it's not just about you coming to class, sitting and hearing the lecturer present. It's about them involving you, giving you the opportunity to break the ice cube of every topic. And it gives you an opportunity to really understand the modules, and we delved into it so well, our lecturer ended up becoming our student. Well, it's progressively for us. With our department or my modules, I don't know about others, every week we have to give a written article about of each topic, or maybe they would ask questions relating to the readings that you have. I believe that this particular method is one thing that has made me really grounded in what I'm doing, because every week, if I have to give a reflection of a reading, of course, I have a responsibility to read, because at the end of the day, when I go to class and my lecturer asks, who did the reading? If I didn't read anything, I wouldn't be in a position to respond. We do have the assignments, and every semester or every month, because of course the semester has different months, we do have the different assignments, and then our final paper that we write. One particular thing that is very important to me is the fact that I get to become the social person that I am. Working in the field of advocacy has opened doors for me, and being in the Department of Politics and Public Administration has also taught me about a lot of things. One is accountability. I've been in a situation wherein I feel like when you're doing things for people, you should be able to understand that what your idea of development is might not be what development is. You cannot take a post office and take it to the village. What are they going to do with it? So the important thing that I've learned, and which is really close to me, is every topic, every module I've come across has taught me that accountability is one thing that no matter where you are, where you're working, you should be able to account for whatever you do. I have an aspiration to become the female president of my country. So doing developmental studies, international relations, of course, these are modules that would open your thoughts on different political realms, different political spaces. I've gone into different countries through books, and I've seen how their political systems work. And now, as I sit here, aspiring to become a leader in my country, I believe that all I've learned is going to impact me greatly and positively. When you're coming, come with an open mind. Because when you start reading, when you start having those seminars, you get to realize that as much as you may be very passionate about your development in your country, you find it very difficult that everywhere there are things in every country that needs growth, system by system and little by little. Just come with an open mind and ensure that when you're coming, you study, read your books, and also learn your referencing.